What's good, YouTube? This hood is really light. Giddy up! Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. This is just a quick update video on this Ryker 900. It is about to be sold. It was going to be sold today, but the guy couldn't get the money until Thursday, so I've got a couple more days with it. So I made a little bit of a longer update video than what I made a few moments ago earlier, once I found out he couldn't come and get it. So let's cover a few things. Okay, so first things first, what do I think overall about the Ryker 900? Well, being as I was someone who rode a sports bike for a few years, I would say that it has decent power, but I do not like the CVT transmission. The CVT doesn't sound the best, and the exhaust on this bike, which is around the other side, doesn't sound the best. So a lot of people will actually modify these bikes and change out this exhaust, and they'll make it sound much more beefy. Obviously this one isn't mine. I've had it for, oh gosh, I guess coming up to a year now, but it's not one that I own, so I couldn't modify the exhaust or anything like that. I do like the look of the bike from this angle and from the back. It's got that nice beefy tire on the back, but from the front, it's still not my favorite. I thought, okay, maybe over time it would grow on me from the front, but I do not like the look of it from the front. If I was gonna get one of these, this is a good beginner bike, especially for someone looking for a tricycle or someone with back issues that can't balance a bike. This is a good beginner bike. Even the 600, I feel like you'd get bored of the 600 power quickly, but this has got more than enough power. But I would go with the Spider, because the Spider's got a much nicer look. I would say I'm 6'4". The seat can be very uncomfortable for me over a long run. But I think the Spider would actually be more comfortable long term. You can adjust the suspension, so I believe it's this here which adjusts the ride. You can see it's got 4 different settings. If you get up close, 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that adjusts how compliant the ride is. The wheels are actually very easy to clean, so that is a pretty cool thing. And if I switch it to this and press this button, I'm going to show you something. So this is the gauge for how much gas you've got left. It is not very accurate. So you can do a ride, come home, and it can be stuck on this bar. The moment that you turn it off, turn it back on, go for another ride, it can be halfway of what this is. So it is not very accurate. And I've done plenty of rides on this bike, so I don't like the fact that it's hard to tell exactly how much gas you've got left. On average, I get about 30 miles to the gallon. The rear lights are nice and bright on this bike, so you are very visible. The other thing that I found out too is that this here is a lock to lock the parking brake in place. So you get the key, put it in, turn it, and that means the parking lock cannot be taken off. So that is a good safety feature if you're leaving your bike somewhere for a prolonged period of time. Let me press this button again just so that you can see how bright the lights are. Come on. So here are some of the lights. You got the lights in the handlebars, the fog lights, and then the 2 lights in the wheels, and then you've got the main lights at the front, which are just regular halogen lights. But yeah, like I said, overall I would probably, being 6'4", would get a bike that is a bit bigger than this one. This is not quite big enough for me. I feel like, especially for long rides, this is great for riding in the city, but I feel like on the highway you do feel the bumps quite a bit, at least the setting that I've got it on. So yeah, and I heard that the Spiders are just better for long distance, and I believe the Spiders come with a 1400cc engine. But this isn't bad. Trust me, this is cheaper than the Spider. You can do all kinds of customizations to it to make it look as good as you want. I love the fact that this windshield is adjustable and it can go up and go down. So you have some really good features on this for a cheaper price than what the Can-Am Spider is. The Ryker's the cheaper of the two, and there's many different models of the Spider. I like the sporty one. I'll put some pictures up on the screen. But overall, let me know if you have any questions about it. My hair's all messed up because I had the helmet on, but I'll answer any questions that you have. So, you know, this is one of the last videos I'm making on it since it's going bye-bye. The other ones will be of the Harley Davidson Heritage Softail once I get that running, and then I'll be back to my car videos. But leave a comment, like the video if this helped out. If you're thinking about getting one of these and you have questions about anything about it, if I know the answer, I will message you back and I will tell you. I'm going to go ahead and take this for a quick spin and give you some riding footage, and then that will be it. So let's go ahead and give it a ride. So we are taking one last ride on this 2019 Can-Am Ryker 900, and it is kind of bittersweet, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I do prefer riding a two-wheel sports bike, I will miss this because it is safer to ride, and my wife is okay with me riding this one because even she can ride it. That's how easy it is to ride, and if she thinks that I'm safe, then she gives me more of the go-ahead to ride it, whereas she knows the sports bikes, I'm going faster, I'm leaning to the side. She doesn't like the thought of that since we got 4 kids and she wants me to come home safe, so I totally understand it. But this bike, it is a cool bike to ride. You definitely get stares. Sometimes people are staring because they're like, what? Other times it's like people are staring because they're like, oh, actually it looks pretty cool. I think I wouldn't mind riding one of those. And if you're at the gas station and stuff like that, people definitely ask you a bunch of questions about the bike and whatnot. But yeah, it is an interesting ride. And as you can see from these clips, I'm not on the highway, I'm just on these country back roads, and the bike is very comfortable doing these back roads like this. Is it as fun, like I said, as riding a sports bike on these back roads? No, but if you are just like in cruise mode, chill mode, you're just going out, going from one destination to the other, don't really have any plans, or let's just say you're going to one of the biker bars and you're just going to chill, sit down, have a burger, have a drink, this is just a cool ride. Yeah, I mean, it's comfortable. For me, it's just not comfortable enough for a long journey. Like I said, I'd heard that those Can-Am Spiders are a lot more comfortable, and you can buy different kind of custom seats to make the bike more comfortable, but the longest I rode this Ryker was about 2 hours straight. I had like one stop in the middle, and I know at the end of it my wrist was aching and my butt cheeks were on fire. Now with the Spider, I know that you've got cruise control on that bike, you've got a like an automatic gearbox that you can shift as well with your thumb, I believe, and then you also have got a much more comfortable seat. On some of those Spiders you've got heated seat and all kinds of other gadgets on that whole bike. It's way more high-tech, but it also is way more expensive than the Ryker 900. So if you've got a ton of money to spend, then sure, get the Spider. But if you are on a budget, like most of us are on a tighter budget and don't want to spend $30,000 to $40,000 on a bike, then the Rykers you can pick up for fairly cheap. Definitely sucks that this is the last time I'm going to get to ride this thing. When I'm on the bike, and you know I'm kind of doing a little voiceover here, but when I'm on the bike, I'm usually singing in my helmet. So it doesn't usually come through. Since the camera's on the outside, it's not on this, and the microphone's on the outside, you can't really hear it, but I'll just be singing along, rocking to the beats, picking up speed a little bit. But you know, it's harder to go fast on these tight country roads on a three-wheel bike, just because the dynamics of the ride is not the same. But beautiful bike, beautiful ride. I will definitely miss it. But I have to get this Harley Davidson out my garage as well, which has been taking up space for the same amount of time that the Ryker has, but that one is currently not running. So I need to get some oil on it, I need to get a brand new battery for it, I need to clean it up a little bit more, get it to the shop, see what's wrong with it before I sell it on. But I am definitely going to look forward to showing you guys what it looks like after I get done with it, and giving you a few riding clips as well. On that, I will be able to do some more video with the camera mounted to the handlebars and stuff like that as well, so it'll be a little bit of different footage than what I was able to get on this last video, because my mount for the bike broke. So by the time I get the Harley going, I'll have another mount that I'll be able to put on the Harley Davidson. But definitely looking forward to that. Obviously it's a two-wheel Heritage Softail. I think I may have said it's a 92. I believe it's actually a 95. Could even be a 98. I'll have to look at the paperwork. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's a nice big bike. It's heavy though. Oh my gosh, that thing is so heavy. And I have personally never rode a bike with those big ape hanger handlebars, so I'm gonna be a little bit nervous, can't even lie. You got to think how different it is when you ride a sport bike where you're in that crouched position compared to riding a bike where your hands are sitting way up and your legs are sitting out in front of you. That is not what I'm used to. I'm used to my legs being tucked in, my arms being tucked in. Much smaller bike, obviously way faster. The way you lean is different. So this will be an interesting experience, and hopefully I don't die while I'm making the video for you. So be in deep prayer that I'm going to be safe when I jump on this Harley. I mean, it should be the same as other bikes. I mean, the clutch, the gear change, one down, the rest of them up. I mean, it should be straightforward. We'll see. I mean, my father-in-law is a big biker. He rides a massive Victory that he's had for years. It looks very good. So he'll be able to help me out with some of the riding dynamics. He told me that it's easy. He said, once you ride one of these bikes with the ape hangers, then he's like, you'll never turn back. You'll never ride anything ever again. Now he could be true because I've not. He could be right because I've not done it yet. However, ever since I was a little boy, I've been obsessed with sports bikes. So I highly doubt that I'm going to switch over to the Harley team. I like the look of them, some of them, especially that, is it the V-Rod? I love that one. But overall, I'm a sports bike guy. I used to love watching sports bikes on TV and watching Valentino Rossi race. But yeah, we'll see. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you got any questions. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.